Woo! I have a 14-leg 397x your money parlay.
Super safe, guys. Okay, that's all we need to do. All we gotta hit is these double ups.
$39,710. Get the churrasqueira in front of you. Get Nona's pasta. Turn the TV on. Light her up, okay?
2x, 2-leg.
2x. Double them up.
2x every day.
You ever heard double them up? Sure, no.
Double them up.
Everyone wants to know, what's the dreamer parlay? What's the safe guy parlay? What's the shot on target parlay? What's the parlay? We're going to give it to you, okay? I will see you in the moon and at the money counter, baby. Here, Bello. Here's your free money. Welcome back to episode 10 of The Last Leg, powered by MBH Bets. Guys, I said last week we were going to have a week, and we had ourselves a week.
We had ourselves a great week, but first and foremost, guys, follow us on Instagram at MBH Bets. TikTok, you know how to do it. Spotify too, especially. We need the audio listeners. YouTube, subscribe, please, guys. We're almost at 1,000 subs. Then what else is there?
No,
Telegram.
Well, hold on a second, guys. 67% of our viewers last week were not subscribed. If you're watching this, please. If you do anything, if you like any of these plays, just subscribe. It would mean the world to us. We would have gotten 600 subs if every not subscribed person subscribed last episode, okay? And the last point C's wanted to make was join the Telegram. The link is in the description. We give out free plays. We have been absolutely on fire in the Telegram. We hope to see you there. With that being said, let's get into this week's plays. I honestly feel confident the same way I did last week. There's a lot of good plays in here. I think we did a lot of analysis, so I'm very confident for this week, okay?
We've been a lot more studious going into these podcasts.
Because bro, you guys have been roasting us. Like, I mean, we haven't even been bad. We've been like, our percentages have been above 50% majority of the weeks, but like...
No, they roast the dreamer parlays, and they don't realize it's called a dreamer for a reason. And you went like, what, 9 for 12 last week?
I went 9 for 12 last week. Buddy. I only missed 3 plays in a 12-play leg.
You hit the
12-leg parlay.
You hit the 2x...
well, we're gonna go through.
Oh, we go through.
Okay, quickly. Yeah, I hit the MLS merchant parlay. That was easy money.
Yeah.
You hit a 2-legger.
I hit the Villa money line and over 2.5 in the Hamburg, which was a sweat. Last minute goal by Hamburg to get us over the 2.5. Hit that. Shot on target play. Lost again by 1. Matthias Sule didn't get a shot on target. He got subbed for Diabala in that game.
Yeah.
And then Pulisic got voided because he didn't start.
Okay, boom. Let's keep it freaking moving, okay?
Let's go.
You guys asked for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to keep it that way. We actually think it works better like that. So with that being said...
We're actually adding Monday, too.
Today, for today's episode, there will be a Monday.
Yeah.
So anyways, with that being said, let's start with Friday. Friday, what we've learned, guys, especially for the parlays, is don't go crazy on Friday. Keep it safe so we at least can... If we have parlays that start Friday and continue into the next day, at least we make it to the next day. With that being said, I'm going very safe this week, okay? He might have a couple of tricky plays. I'm going very safe this week. First game we have here is Galatasaray at home to Samsunspor. Galatasaray first place. Samsunspor, not a bad team. I've actually made some money on them in the last couple of weeks. Galatasaray is favorite to win at 1.44. They are at home. This fixture has seen Gala win, but both teams have scored in the last 3, 4, maybe 5 times that they've played. Gala at home. Nonetheless, like I said, I'm going very safe here. So I'm going over 1.5 goals, parlayed with double chance Gala, okay? Those two together is 1.32. So like I said, that's extremely safe. I don't see a world that Gala doesn't win this game, and I don't see a world that there's not more than 1 goal. So over 1.5 goals, parlayed with double chance Gala is 1.32 odds, and that's my play for this game.
So there are about 4 bets I like in this game. I'm going to narrow it down to maybe 1 or 2. But Gala are 6-0-0 against Samsunspor in their head-to-head history. And every time Gala's at home, over 2.5 hits easily. Gala actually scores a minimum of 3 goals per game when they're at home. And Samsunspor also actually scores 1 or 2 goals every time they play in Galatasaray. And Osimhen has scored in his last 2 games, the only games he's played against this team. They're newly promoted. They're newly promoted side. I think last year they got promoted. But Gala at 1.44 at home, I really like that. They should get the job done. And then over 2.5 as well at 1.6 is a very good bet as well. And then Osimhen to score at 1.55. It's a little pinch, but he's their main guy. They tend to score a lot more goals with him. But I'm going to go with Gala to win at 1.44. The history says it. They're 6-0-0 against this team. I'm taking that. And guys, use a sports book that offers early payout. Okay? They go up by 2, it's done. The game's done.
Facts. Okay, we'll keep it rolling. We only have one more game for Friday that we like. There are a few more, but again, we're being smart. We're being strategic here. The other game we love is a battle of two giants in Portugal.
Jeez.
Benfica and Sporting. Benfica at home, okay? We went through a bunch of different options. We looked at the history of this game. When Benfica is at home in this fixture, you're seeing both teams to score, okay? I don't love Benfica this season. They're under Mourinho. They're playing, honestly, shit football. But when you look at the history, Benfica at home, both teams to score, has hit large, okay? It's hit large. So, with that being said, I have two plays for this. My favorite play for this is Sporting double chance at 1.53 odds. Sporting is just an overall better team. I think they get the job done. I don't think they lose. So I think a draw is definitely possible there. And at those odds, you got to go with it. However, looking at everything else, I think that the other play here is both teams to score at 1.78 odds. Almost double your money. Again, when the history shows Benfica at home in this fixture, both teams to score is a prevalent scenario. You got to go with that. So I'm going one of two plays, either both teams to score in this fixture, or I'm going Sporting double chance.
Yeah, so back to what you said with the both teams to score being super prevalent. The last time both teams to score has not occurred in a Benfica home game in the Lisbon Derby was August 4th, 2019. Since then, it's been heavy both teams to score consistently. That's why I like both teams to score as my main bet for this game at 1.78. I am also a Benfica fan, and they have been so shit this year. So they almost lost to Nacional de Madeira last week. They won 2-1 at the very end, but I don't trust them to win. I trust them to score at home, considering the history. In derbies like this, city rivalries, you have to go with the history, the head-to-head history, regardless of how the teams are playing, because it's always a heated rivalry. So I'm going both teams to score at 1.78, and that's it for this game.
Okay.
Also, hold on. But for Friday, one more bet I do like is Mason Greenwood of Marseille to get a shot on target at 1.45. He has 1.8 shots on target per game in Ligue 1. That is amazing. And I definitely think he gets it against Lille as well.
I didn't have that one on my bingo card. Okay, we keep it moving, but good shot. I mean, Mason Greenwood shot on target. Hey, you got to roll with it, especially at those odds. But they're away. They are away, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, moving on to Saturday. First one we're looking at is Aston Villa at home to Arsenal. I mean, look, Arsenal on fire, top of the league. Everyone's saying it's their year. I do believe it. It's going to be them or City. But with this game, I have a very straightforward bet. I have over 1.5 goals at 1.37 odds. I don't see this being a 1-0 or a 0-0. I see Arsenal scoring for sure, especially if Villa gets one at some point in the game first. You know 100% Arsenal scoring. This for me is a 1-1, 2-0 Arsenal, 2-1 Arsenal. So over 1.5 goals at 1.37, almost 1.4 is great odds for this. I'm rolling with that. Like I said, safe, guys. I'm going safe here. What do you got?
Yeah, so 5 out of the last 6 games have gone over 1.5 goals in their head-to-head. I like over 1.5 at 1.372. I would even add double chance Arsenal at 1.25.
Yep.
In a same game parlay for a combined odds of 1.7. That's a beautiful solo same game parlay for that fixture. Like I said, 5 out of the 6 last games have gone over 1.5 in favor of Arsenal as well. So I'm taking that.
Beautiful. Okay, staying in England, moving on to the second title contenders, Manchester City at home to Sunderland. The moneyline odds were way too low, 1.27 for City. Of course, Sunderland horrible away. City pretty good at home, and obviously just on a tear. They had some weird results in the league recently and on Champions League. But with that being said, I'm going with Manchester City to score over 1.5 goals. City knows how to score. Do they get scored on? They're leaky in defense. They are. They won 5-4 against Fulham yesterday, which is ridiculous. So if they could score 5 goals against Fulham away, they can score at least 2 to Sunderland at home. So I'm taking Manchester City over 1.5 goals at 1.33 odds. I love this. Again, very safe and better than City moneyline odds. So why not? If you think City's gonna win, you have to see them scoring more than 1 goal. So I'm gonna take the over 1.5 rather than moneyline odds.
when City score and when they win, it's never just by one goal. They usually score 2 or more.
Yeah.
So yeah, over 1.5 is great odds. And if you want to juice it up a bit, a man in form, Holland to score at 1.53. He scored, I believe, 1 goal yesterday, the first goal of the game.
Yes.
At least 1 goal yesterday he scored.
He did.
And yeah, like we said, like we were talking about this pre-recording, over 1.5 is solid for City, especially at home against Sunderland, who aren't the greatest away team. Give me that 1.33 odds all day over 1.5. That's what I'm taking as well.
All day. Okay, I don't know if you have a play for this, but I have a play for this. Newcastle at home to Burnley. Okay. My play here is very straightforward. Burnley is absolute trash, garbage. Okay. So I'm going with Newcastle money line, but I'm juicing it up a little bit with Newcastle to score over 1.5 goals. Again, Newcastle, one of those teams leaking in defense, knows how to score. They're playing bottom of the barrel Burnley at home. Again, if I'm confident that Newcastle's going to win this game, they're not winning this game 1-0. This is a 2-0, 3-1, 3-2 game. So give me Newcastle to win and over 1.5 goals for Newcastle at 1.5 odds. I really like this. That's the same game parlay you tossed into a parlay, or you shoot this straight. This is straight same game parlay.
What are the combined odds for that?
1.5.
1.5. That's not bad.
Yeah.
To add to that, I like everything he just said, but I would also include their main man up top, their new signing, Nick Voltemade, at 1.40 for a shot on target. Will he play this game? I'm not sure because they just played yesterday. They tied 2-2 to Tottenham at the time of recording. And then I think they have Champions League next week as well.
They do, yeah.
So he might be rested. Regardless, if he doesn't start, that part of the bet gets voided. So I also like Newcastle money line actually at 1.32. They should get the job done at home. And then, yeah, Nick Voltemade shot on target at 1.4. You had them what? Over 1.5 goals, Newcastle?
Yes. Yeah.
Another solid bet. That game is we just threw it in here just to include some more Premier League games. And that's where we saw the most value compared to the other games as well. I think that's it for the Premier League we have for Saturday.
That's it for the Premier League on Saturday, but still continuing on Saturday. Next game we have is Inter versus Como. Okay. Very interesting game.
That's a sick game.
The books have Inter winning with pretty strong odds at 1.53, I believe. And as much as I do see that happening, they are a stronger team. They are pretty in form right now. And it's at that point in the season where teams are trying to say, okay, if we're making a push to win the league, like these are the kind of games we don't lose. Inter at home is very strong. But on the flip side, Como has been having their best season ever in Serie A. They look amazing. Fabregas has them playing really good football. A lot of the guys that you see on Como today will be gone next season. I don't think Como can even afford to keep them. Nico Paz, ciao, going back to Madrid, his home club. So anyways, with that being said, I obviously like Inter moneyline, and I have that in a parlay later on that you guys will see. But I really, really, really like Como over 0.5 goals, meaning just Como to score 1 goal. Now look, if you have Como to score 1 goal at 1.65, both teams to score is like 1.83. So you're going to get better odds because I don't see a world where only Como scores and Inter doesn't. Mm-hmm. But I think it's one of those bets where they can score a goal in the first half. Como can just get, they can score at any point in the first 45 and you cash that bet. 1.65, beautiful odds. So there's 3 plays I like here. Let me break them down. Inter moneyline, I still see them winning. Como to get a goal, 0.5 to score. I like that at 1.65. But if I see that happening and I see Inter winning, obviously both teams to score seems automatic. So those are my 3 plays for this game. I have a lot, which is weird, but I think it's a very good game to bet on in multiple different ways.
So I also have 3 plays that I like for this game, excluding Inter money line because that's just like pretty obvious. They should probably win this like 2-1, 3-1. But I'd also like Como over 0.5 as we discussed at 1.65 odds. And also if you're going to do that, do both teams to score. It's already been said. The only different play I have here is, again, every week we talk about this guy, Nico Paz, to get a shot on target at 1.65 odds. He's been balling lately. Como went through a little spell where they couldn't score. They had a couple of 0-0 results. But lately they've been winning like 5-1, 3-1, 2-0. So they've been doing really well. And Paz is the guy who leads the charge usually. He's their center attacking mid. So I'm taking him at 1.65 to get a shot on target. And probably both teams to score as well. But in a straight bet, I won't put that in a parlay.
Okay. Moving on. Actually, I lied. I have a play for this. I know you don't. But you guys are going to hate me, okay? Liverpool versus Leeds.
Oh.
Okay. Liverpool away at Leeds. Guys, Liverpool at 1.75 odds against a team that is fighting relegation. I'm sorry. I know it's a weird time. They're in a weird spell. They have hundreds of millions of dollars spent on players. I just don't see how they can't beat Leeds. And Leeds, by the way, playing Chelsea today at the time of recording. So 2 tough fixtures back to back. And actually, they played City prior to that. So Leeds' schedule was Manchester City, Chelsea, and then Liverpool.
Wow. Triple
So,
whammy.
so Liverpool getting them at the end of a 3-game fucking beater, okay? So give me Liverpool money line at 1.75 odds. I know I'm going to get flack for this. I don't care. I'm fucking riding with Liverpool.
No, but now that Slot kind of like smartened up with his player selection, he benched Salah last game. They won 2-0, right?
Yep.
And depending on how they play today, what happens today, remember they also have Champions League after that game against
Yes.
Leeds. So they might rotate some players again. I think if they get a good result today against whoever they're playing, Sunderland, I believe, at home and in Anfield, they will rotate again on Saturday. Probably still get a dub against Leeds because it's another home game. And yeah, I kind of like that odds too. But I'm very cautious with Liverpool this season because they've been super shaky. So I'm going to wait to see how they do today to make a play for that weekend. So otherwise, just take whatever Anthony said.
Okay. Moving on, we have Barcelona at Real Betis. Guys, I'm not faltering. I'm not thinking too hard. I'm not going to go too crazy. Give me Barcelona money line at 1.75 odds. Yeah, they're away. Betis is one of those teams, but Betis is going to fight for like Europa League, and Barca's fighting for the league, currently in first place, and they're not going to drop that against Betis, okay? So give me Barca at 1.75. Not too much to say on that. That's my play.
I also love Barca to win at 1.75, but to be a little bit safer, a team that tends to score at least 2 goals a game, give me Barca over 1.5 goals scored at 1.45 odds.
That's a good play.
They just came off a big W yesterday, I believe, against Atletico, 3-1.
Yep.
So 3-1. I know they're playing away this game, but they should score 2 goals minimum. And yeah, I'm taking that. Barca over 1.5 at 1.45. Player props for this game are a little bit iffy because I think Olmo just came off injured the last game. I don't know if Pedri's going to play because he also got injured this game, just coming back from an injury. So we'll see who plays because those players do tend to dictate how the midfield is run. But again, Yamal's odds have been nerfed for shots on target. They're like 1.20 max.
Yeah, they killed him.
Even goal and assist is not that great. Lewandowski just missed a penalty yesterday. So I don't know how he's going to be this game. So I'm avoiding player props for now and just sticking to Barca to at least score 2 goals.
Okay, moving on. Another game in the Serie A. Atalanta away to Verona. Another 1.7 odds here. I love Atalanta in this game. They've been in red hot form, and Verona is dead last in the league. We've looked to, they have a ridiculous, like, last, 5-6 games, like something insane. So
yeah, they're bottom of the barrel right now, too.
No, but I'm saying Atalanta, their record in history.
Atalanta's,
I'll let you go over.
Go.
But their history's crazy. C's about to tell you that. But yeah, give me Atalanta money line here, 1.7. These are the games they do not want to lose against the bottom of the barrel team. If they want to fight for Champions League or even Conference or Europa, these are the games they have to win. And they're going to do that. Lookman is back on fire, playing very well. They're finding their form again. So give me Atalanta money line at 1.7 odds. This one's an easy one for me.
Yeah, so Atalanta are 5-1-0 in their last 6 games against Verona.
There you go.
And I like ridiculous score lines too. Like I think their last game they won 5-0 away to Verona, something like that. But yeah, Atalanta to win. They won today earlier this morning. I think it was 3-0.
4-0.
4-0 in the Coppa Italia against Genoa.
With a rotated squad as well.
With a rotated squad. So they're going to be fresh for this weekend coming up. Give me Atalanta to win at 1.7 odds. And then if you want to get a nice 2x same game parlay here, just add Lookman to get a shot on target at 1.32. Combined is about 2.10. I love that for this game. I'll probably place that as a solo bet on its own.
All right, moving on. The last European fixture that we have for Saturday is Atletico Bilbao versus Atletico Madrid. Not going to go too crazy here. Bilbao is in better form, but Bilbao is playing Madrid today at the time of recording, and they got to go play the other Madrid, a few days later. Atletico Madrid's in good form. Yes, they lost to Barca, but Barca is Barca. Give me Atletico Madrid double chance at 1.33 odds. I don't see them losing to Bilbao. Can they get a win? I think they can, but I don't see them losing. So I'm going to go safe here with a double chance Atletico at 1.33.
Yeah, both these teams are going to be going into the Champions League after this fixture. So I think edge goes to Atletico, better head-to-head. And to play it safe at a double chance Atletico at 1.33, that's a solid like bet you throw into a parlay for sure. As a solo bet, not that great. But there are 2 other games for Saturday.
No, yeah, sorry, no, yeah, there is. I lied. There's actually there's 3 more. First,
3 more?
yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna get into the MLS.
Oh yeah,
finals.
sorry.
I'll leave that for the end. Okay, the next game that I'll go over. Actually, I don't have a play for this. PSG versus Rennes. See, I know you have a play for this. I'll leave this to you.
Yeah, so PSG right now, they're going through a lot of defensive issues with Hakimi and Nuno Mendes both being injured, and their center backs haven't been the greatest. They've been conceding a few goals in the league and in Europe. So give me both teams to score at 1.7 odds. PSG versus Stade Rennes. Rennes have been balling lately. They've been doing really well, actually. And yeah, both teams to score at 1.7 odds, I think is a very good bet here, to be honest. PSG could probably win this game like 3-2. They probably even tie it 1-1 or 2-2. Because remember, PSG also has Champions League coming up, and that's where they're doing really well as well. So both teams to score 1.7. That's the best bet for me in this game. I'm not taking no money lines because PSG have been shaky. Rennes has been in form, so that's it.
Okay. Now, the last European game, I made a mistake. This is the last European fixture we're looking at for Saturday.
We promise you the last game.
I swear, bro. No, this one's good. This one I really, really like. Sees you spotted it. You gave me the history on it. I couldn't say no. Okay. Famalicao versus Braga. Famalicao at home versus Braga in the Portuguese league. Okay. In the Liga Portugal. Okay. The play here is both teams to score, and the odds on that are, what do you have? What are they?
1.78.
1.78. Guys, the history of this game is ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
In the last 5 head-to-head games.
In the last 5 head-to-head games, both teams to score has hit. So I don't see a world where that doesn't happen. And in the table, they're literally one after the other. But I think Braga's right on top of Famalicao.
No. So Famalicão's 5th with 20 points, and then Braga's 6th with 19 points.
Okay, so there you go. So switch it. Famalicao right on top of Braga. 2 teams that are going to want to fight hard because they're going to want to look for Europa League qualification here. Both teams to score at 1.78 is just stupid.
It's a solid play, too, because Famalicão's at home. They've been really good this season, which gives them an edge to score. And then Braga's Braga. They've been balling lately. So I think both teams to score here is an absolute no-brainer for this game. Solid straight bet here as well.
Okay, and now, officially the last game on Saturday, a little MLS Cup action. Okay, we have the finals of the MLS Cup. Inter Miami and Messi versus Vancouver Whitecaps and Thomas Müller.
What a game.
What a game. Love to see it. I mean, I'll say this. Vancouver was already that team prior to Thomas Müller making his transfer, I believe, in the second half of the season.
End of August.
He came late, but they were already in first anyways. Look, guys, this game, I don't want to say it's rigged for Messi, but I have to say it. It's on my mind. It is what it is. But, so, I mean, I'm not going to, but I don't want to touch who's going to lift the cup. I don't want to touch money lines here.
It's also in Miami. It's in Chase Stadium.
Which makes no sense because Vancouver had a better record than Miami.
I think so, yeah.
No, they did. I searched this up. So
did Vancouver win the community shield?
They were first.
Or whatever?
Yeah, they were first, and Miami was second. So I don't understand why. Usually it goes to the home team.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that happened, but again, the fix is in. It was even for the World Cup or whatever. It's all good. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going with both teams to score at 1.44 odds. Bro, Inter Miami will score fucking 5 goals in a game, but then they'll also concede 3 to the worst team in the league. They have zero defense, absolutely zero defense. So as much as they have attacking, a lot of attacking prowess, and they do really well, they get scored on. And then you're talking about the best team in the league who just brought in Thomas Müller, who's been playing amazing for them, Vancouver. Both teams to score at 1.44 feels like free money. You know what I mean? It's like, you guys ever gotten free money before? Because here it is. This is free money right here. Sisto, tell them. This is free money, bro.
It's basically your birthday.
You know when your tia Maria or your nonna Maria comes over on your birthday, she gives you the envelope. She goes, "Here, Bello, here's your free money." That's what this is. Both teams to score. MLS Cup Finals. Inter Miami, Vancouver Whitecaps. Both teams to score is free money. Bello, here's your free envelope. Bello, it's for you.
Yeah, so
it's for you.
I like both teams to score as well.
It's for you.
Especially in their head-to-head. So they played each other 3 times. Both teams to score has hit 2 of the 3. And then 4 out of 5 games hit in the playoffs for, I believe, who was it for here? 4 to 5 of the games for Vancouver have been both teams to score. And then over 2.5 is another bet I like, also at 1.44 odds, because they've hit in all 6 of Miami's playoff games. They've scored like 3 or 4 alone in every game in the postseason. So I like both teams to score in over 2.5. Combined odds of 1.7. Not the greatest, but based off of recent history, literally last week and a couple weeks before, it's going to hit. Vancouver is very capable of scoring, as is Miami. You can't deny Messi and those guys. I think Allende scored a hat trick last game.
He did.
So yeah, both teams to score over 2.5. I'm also not touching any lift the cups, money lines, who's going to win it. Just straight goals here. All I want to see is a goal fest. Really nice to see another Canadian team finally in the finals of MLS.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it since what? Toronto in like 2018?
20...
Or 2016, 17?
17.
So yeah, to cap off Saturday, both teams to score over 2.5. Miami, Vancouver, 1.7. Easy money. Like super easy. You might put $1,000 on that.
Okay, moving on to Sunday. We don't have many fixtures to look at on Sunday. We only have a few of them, actually. First and foremost, we have Cagliari at home to Roma. Guys, everyone's going to go Roma money line. And I don't know, it's feeling trappy to me. It's one of those games where I don't think Roma has it in them this season to win the league. And this might be one of those games where they fuck up and they draw or whatever. But what I do see happening in this game is Roma scoring first. So I have Roma to get the first goal at 1.57 odds. 1.57 odds.
Dang.
Roma. First goal, bro. What do you have?
Yeah, Cagliari haven't been great at all this season. They're like lower mid-table.
What'd you call them?
Who?
What'd you call them?
Cagliari.
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 Okay, whatever.
Bro, I'm not Italian. Who gives a fuck? You're lucky I don't say Cagliari.
That's like me saying. That's like me saying like Nazionale Madura.
Bro, it's Cagliari versus Roma.
Cagliari.
Cagliari. Bro, the G
See,
silent.
you said it. That's good.
Is the G silent?
Pretty much.
Cagliari.
Good job,
That's how you say it?
bro. Cagliari.
How do you say Sampdoria?
Sampdoria.
Oh, because I used to say Sampdoria.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
Okay.
No more City B talk. Cagliari versus Roma.
Bro, you said it right. Say it right.
Cagliari.
There you go.
Cagliari versus Roma.
There we go.
I also love them to score first. Like we talked about all these plays before. At 1.57 odds, beautiful. I love that. Roma money line as well. I think it's a good show here. I don't think they're gonna win the league, but they're gonna fight for it. In Gasperini's first year at Roma, I don't think he's gonna win. But he's gonna improve this team, improve the culture, and make Roma a force to be reckoned with. They're not gonna surpass Napoli or Milan. They're not gonna do it. They'll probably finish third. And then yeah, so that's what I like for this game. Nothing crazy. I would do Sule shot on target, but Dybala's back. Sule did not get a shot on target last game, so I'm very hesitant. No player props for this game.
Okay, moving on. I have this is a generally speaking, this is a big game, although Juve has been absolute garbage. Napoli versus Juve. Napoli at home. Napoli on a tear. Napoli looking to win the league. That's what Conte cares about, winning the fucking league. That's all this guy wants to do. So, I love, as a straight bet, Napoli money line. Juve is garbage, but there is a storyline here. Spalletti playing his old team.
Oh, yes.
He just got brought in to coach Juve at a weird time for them. This might be one of those games where he pulls out a result. So, as a straight bet, I love Napoli money line at 2.4 at home. Way better than Juve. How can you not take that? But for a parlay and a safer bet, give me Napoli double chance. I do not see them losing to Juve. They're at home. Juve is skeef. Juve can't score goals. They signed a bunch of bums this year. So give me Napoli money line on a straight bet and give me Napoli double chance in a parlay.
I also love Napoli double chance, 1.33 in a parlay. I'm probably not going to do anything straight here. I might do double chance Napoli, 1.33, and include Keenan Yildiz to get a shot on target. I think he's at 1.45 or 1.5, which is great odds for him. He's their only like good player, to be honest, this season. And that's it for this game. Napoli money line is good, but got to wait for the lineups. Both teams also have Champions League.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't care about Champions League, Conte. And Juve, I don't know how well they're doing. They're not doing that great in Champions League either. So I would give edge to Napoli if I were to bet a money line. A good bet here would also be tie no bet Napoli. I think it's like 1.7.
Yeah, 1.7, 1.8.
Which is really good. So if it ends in a draw, you just get your money back and forget the game even happened.
Okay, moving on. Do you have anything else for Sunday?
For Sunday, I think I have... In the Bundesliga, I have Borussia Dortmund versus Hoffenheim. I like both teams to score here at 1.55. It's hit in 4 of their last 5 games. And the game that it didn't happen in was a DFB Pokal game, which is like a German Cup game. Otherwise, in the league, both teams to score has been a steady result in this fixture. And that's it for Sunday.
All right, we're moving on to Monday because there's actually two really good games on Monday. First one we have is AC Milan away to Torino. This one's tricky, okay? We ran through pretty much the history of these guys for the last 5 years, okay? Which is basically 10 games. And Milan away to Torino, minus their Scudetto winning year, which was the team was just OP. They won one of the games 7-0. They won 7-0 away. Minus that game, they haven't beat Torino away in like 5 years. So history's telling me, bro, do not even touch this game. But what I said to C's, and I think it's valid, we're going to find out how good of a fucking capper I am. I think Milan gets the W, and the reason I say that is because Torino's a horrible team this year, and Milan is a good team this year. But when you look back at the last 5 years of playing Torino, you've had weird seasons. When they had a good coach and they had a good team and they won the Scudetto, they destroyed them. Every other season was weird. Like weird different coaches coming in, Paulo Fonseca, this, that. They finally have cohesiveness within the team. They have a coach who knows how to win. So this is an easy 1-0 Milan game. I mean, that's how they pretty much win all their games. So despite what history is telling me here, I'm going Milan money line at 1.8 odds.
Speaking of Milan having a consistent team this year, Mr. Consistency himself, Rafael Leao, one healthy to get a shot on target at 1.53 odds. I believe Pulisic will be out again this game, right?
It's a maybe. It's a maybe.
He's a maybe, but regardless, I think Leao to get a shot on target is a really good bet. He scored the last game. He's been scoring for them. I think he's the top goal scorer now in the league, where he's tied for first. He's playing as a striker for Milan. Allegri's got this guy actually playing really well as a 9. So Leao shot on target at 1.53. That's the only thing I like in this game because, like we said, Milan away in Torino, they haven't won. They've lost almost every game 2-1 when they're out there. So over 2.5 looks good, but then you consider that Milan's only winning games 1-0, keeping really good defensive records, keeping clean sheets. They're not quite yet due for both teams to score. If this game ends 1-0 for Milan, then I think they're eventually going to be due. But I'm just taking Leao to get a shot on target. He's my main guy. He's Mr. Consistency, and the odds are really good for that. Okay, and the last game, the second game of Monday, and the last game we have here is Manchester United away to Wolverhampton. Okay, we also went back and forth on this game. I think C's believes BTTS is due. I'm gonna look at Wolverhampton being absolutely horrible. Have not won a game. Have only drawn 2 and lost the rest of them. I'm gonna go Man United money line. This is a game that they absolutely need to win. I think they can get it done. They haven't been actually bad away from home recently. So give me Man United money line at 1.8 odds here. Yeah, see, this game is it's tricky for me because Wolves are due for both teams to score despite being the worst team in the Premier League this season. But they play today against Nottingham Forest. So I'm going to wait to see what happens in that game. Yeah. If that game also ends with a clean sheet for either team or if it ends in a 0-0, then I'll consider heavily both teams to score. I'm not sure what the odds are. They're probably high, probably 1.8. But again, at the same odds, United to win at 1.8 is really good. Again, this is a really, really bad Wolves team. I don't know if they'll ever turn it around. So United to win at 1.8 is really good. Considering it's a Monday, I might have to take that. I have no choice or just avoid it completely. But United to win at 1.8 is probably the best bet for this game. All right. Bam. Bam. Shazam. Guys, you don't know how long we researched to give you those plays, but when we look at the back end of YouTube and we see when we have the spikes in viewership, it's right now. Everyone wants to know, what's the dreamer parlay? What's a safe guy parlay? What's a shot on target parlay? What's the parlay? We're going to give it to you, okay? Guys, you know what time it is. Shut the laptop. Shut her down. All right, guys, before we get into the parlays, the moment you guys all wait for every week, we have to give a big shout out to the family at Mint Inc., okay? They are the biggest in the hobby game in Canada and soon to be the world, okay? Whether you like sports cards, whether you like TCG, we're talking Yu-Gi-Oh!, we're talking Pokemon, they have everything, bro. They literally have everything, and they love us so much, and they love you guys that they want to represent the boys and give you guys a little bit of juice, a little bit of sauce.
C's, what kind of sauce we talking?
Guys, if you want a discount on their online store, use code MBH5 for a beautiful discount. Guys, Christmas is around the corner. The holidays are here. Use the code, take advantage. And if you want to go check them out, go to their store in Vaughan and their new store in Ajax. They just opened. They're expanding. They're growing. Minting to the world, baby. Let's go.
Let's get into these parlays, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
It is time. Open your ears. Light it up. Light up a sting. Light a doob. Light a...
Pour a glass.
Pour a glass. Pour two.
Put
pour
your headphones
three.
on. Bust the volume up.
Get the fucking churrasqueira in front of you. Get Nona's pasta. Turn the TV on. Light her up, okay?
Get your phone ready, too. And open your sportsbook app because get ready to tail.
Because it's time. All right? It is time. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a 14-leg, 397x your money parlay to take you all the way into the stratosphere and all the way back down to the money counter. Here is the play. Give me Galatasaray double chance and over 1.5 total goals against Samsunspor. Give me both teams to score in Benfica versus Sporting. Give me over 1.5 total goals in Aston Villa versus Arsenal. Give me over 1.5 goals for Manchester City against Sunderland. Give me over 1.5 goals and Newcastle money line against Burnley. Give me over 0.5 goals for Como against Inter Milan. Give me Liverpool money line against Leeds United. Give me Barcelona money line against Real Betis. Give me both teams to score in Inter Miami versus Vancouver Whitecaps. Give me Atalanta money line against Verona. Give me AS Roma to score first against Cagliari. Give me Napoli double chance against Juventus. And guys, before I tell you the last leg, hit the link in our bio and download Audible to get some exclusive plays that me and Uncle C's put together, okay? And finally, the 14th leg, the last leg, give me AC Milan money line against Torino. Guys, I'm putting $100 to return $39,710.40. I will see you in the moon and at the money counter, baby. Let's go. And guys, I got a baby dreamer that won't take you to the moon, but it'll take you to the stars, okay? It is a 7-leg parlay that is 56x your money. First leg, give me Inter Milan money line against Como. Give me Liverpool money line against Leeds United. Give me Barcelona money line against Real Betis. Give me both teams to score in Famalicao versus Braga. Give me Roma to score the first goal against Cagliari. Give me Napoli money line against Juventus. And guys, the 7th leg, the last leg, give me Manchester United money line against Wolverhampton. I am putting $100 to return $5,656.80. Come dance with me on the stars and also back to the money counter. You're welcome.
Very nice.
Woo! I'm out of breath. Those are some bangers.
You got one more?
No, I'm good.
That's it?
You ready to fire?
So I got 2x for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Bang.
That's it. You know, keep it nice and safe, nice and sweet, nice and simple.
What do you got? Give it to me.
Okay.
Give it to me.
How should I start this?
Fuck.
All right, guys. We got a super safe Friday 2-leg parlay, 2x your money. We started off with Galatasaray money line against Samsunspor, and then we got Mason Greenwood to get a shot on target against Leo for 2x your money. That is a simple, easy Friday parlay to start off the weekend for us, okay? We got another 2x, 2-leg Saturday parlay for you guys. Super safe, super easy. We got Manchester City to score at least 2 goals against Sunderland. And then we got Barcelona to score at least 2 goals against Real Betis. That is 2x, 2 legs. Super safe, guys. Okay, that's all we need to do. All we gotta hit is these double ups. And then finally, for Sunday, another 2-leg, 2x parlay. We got Napoli double chance. And then we got Roma to score the first goal against, who are they playing?
Cagliari.
Cagliari. 2x, 2 legs, super safe Sunday parlay for you guys. Guys, that's all you need. Super safe parlays.
2x. Double them up.
2x every day.
You ever heard double them up? Sure no.
Double them up.
All right, guys. Wow. Incredible. I have a good feeling about this
Stupendous.
week. I have a good feeling about this week. And also, if you've made it this far, we are going to be dropping potentially 2 pods a week. Whenever there's midweek action, we will be dropping a Monday episode as well. So if you want that, comment below. Make sure you subscribe. Telegram link is in the description. Join, get the bets, get them firing. You know what to do. You know why you got to do it. And you know when you got to do it, okay?
Don't forget, guys, join the free Telegram. Link is in the description as well.
I literally just said that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Appreciate you, bro. No, it's all good. It's all good, bro. Anyways, but he doesn't listen to me. Anyways, that being said, love you guys. Thank you so much. And we will see you next week. But we'll also see, I might see you at the money counter. It depends.
I might see you there. You might see me there too. You're probably going to see me there. 2x plays.
Bang.
Ciao.
That's a wrap.